It's literally the meme of we're gonna invade your country and then make a movie 10 years later complaining about how sad it made our soldiers feel. Now let's talk about the worst of these games. And the one that I didn't mention yet, and that is 6 Days in Fallujah. It's a 4-player co-op, that's to say played by 4 players who are on the same team. And let's just read the Steam About section.
6 Days in Fallujah is the first-person tactical shooter that drops you and other players into real-world urban combat that requires real-life tactics to overcome.
Created with the help of more than 100 Marines and soldiers who served in the Second Battle of Fallujah, this is urban combat as it's really fought. AI enemies, because who the fuck needs the perspective of the people being invaded and killed, am I right?
Will stalk, flank, and ambush you, sneak through tunnels to lure you into traps, and use the same tactics against you that made the Second Battle of Fallujah among the bloodiest in half a century. In 6 days, every time you start a mission, entire buildings change shape inside and out. Enemies take up new positions and unique threats, you'll never know what to expect, just like actual combat.
So, it's not even real Fallujah, it's a procedurally generated Fallujah, i.e. they made buildings, streets, people and places that would look like Fallujah, but they're not actually Fallujah. Meanwhile, they are claiming that this alleged Fallujah is being realistically depicted.
Midway through 2004 will also give you control of an AI firearm, then we'll add more missions
to introduce civilians, well I'm glad they're introducing civilians, and begin our single-player story campaign that draws from specific true stories narrated by the Americans and Iraqis who were there. In the spring of 2004, Al-Qaeda in Iraq seized control of the city of Fallujah, using it as a base to brutalize local residents and launch terror attacks across the region. 6 months later, Iraq's Prime Minister ordered civilians to leave the city, so Iraqi, American and British forces could retake Fallujah together. In just 6 days, the Second Battle of Fallujah had become one of the bloodiest battles in half a century. The Second Battle of Fallujah was the bloodiest battle of the Iraq War. Some 110 coalition forces were killed, some 600 were wounded in the battle, some 3,000 insurgents were killed or captured, and an unknown number of civilians estimated to be in the thousands were also killed. And to repeat that last sentence again, an unknown number of civilians estimated to be in the thousands was also killed. Now this game claims to be a realistic depiction of the Second Battle of Fallujah, of an illegal occupation and the war crimes that have been committed by the US and Iraq. And it does not only try to normalize the battle, making it seem that something had to be done and that the US was right and moral to do that, but also in the process they managed to ignore the suffering inflicted on thousands of dead civilians, focusing on the suffering of American soldiers who were deployed there as people who were just following orders, ya haram. Another shitty thing is that in their official gameplay trailer on IGN's YouTube channel, they show interviews from American soldiers talking about how sad they were killing civilians.